How you guys all doing? Just want to do a quick video on my thoughts on TNA Bound for Glory 2007. It's been about 9 years since the event. We're May 2017, and it's been 9 years since Bound for Glory 2007. The reason why I'm doing this video is because that TNA Brown Bag special. I got 4 DVDs, and one of it was Bound for Glory 2007, and I watched it, and this was regarded as one of TNA's top 5 biggest shows of all time, if not the biggest show of all time. They had about 4,000 people, which is like 10 times as much as the regular people on Impact. Well, only about not even 500 people on Impact Zone, 1,000 people. 4,000 people in Atlanta, Georgia, Dulard, Georgia, or something like that. Anyways, can't pronounce it. Who cares? But I forgot y'all 7. Of course, you have the main event versus Sting versus Kurt Angle for the TNA Heavyweight Championship. I really don't remember all the build up for the event. I'll just go with you what I know from each match to match. So, you have that tag team first opening match. It was pretty solid opening. They had the tag team Ultimate X match between Latin American Exchange and Homicide and Hernandez, which I do like them, by the way. I like Hernandez. I'm more of a Hernandez fan. Versus Triple X, Sensei and Eli Skipper. I don't remember if they were even I'm pretty sure there was build up for them leading to this match. I feel like if there wasn't, I feel like they just put Sensei and Eli Skipper together, trying to relive them back from the older days, especially from 2004. When Triple X with Chris Danos, they were a hot team, and especially that match they had, America's Most Wanted, was a turning point. Victor Road, one of TNA's first pay-per-views. Eli Skipper, walking across the fucking cage and doing that little Hurricanrana from the top of the cage. That was sweet. But Eli Primetime Skipper is amazing. Senshi is amazing, low key. Thought the match. I felt that at the beginning, Triple X, they were kind of slow. They weren't bringing it, but towards the end, they were doing it. But I think I give more, Hernandez and Homicide, busting their asses for the match. And I give the match out of 5. Oh, I guess 3 out of the stupid 3 out of the 5-star system shit. I give the match. Guys, I'm trying to realize the match in my head from start to finish. How I liked it. I thought the MVP of the match was. I thought honestly Hernandez really carried the match all the way through, in my opinion. And second, Eli Skipper, but I would rate the match 3.5 out of 5. I feel like it could have been better. I feel like Triple X, their hearts were really into it, if you know what I mean. I feel like they had other matches where they really brought it. 3.5 out of 5. There were some high spots in there. But I feel like Senshi wasn't really his A game in that match, in my opinion. And then you had, this whole fight for the right reverse battle royal, where I was a little bit confused. So you had all these wrestlers: Eric Young, Robert Roode, James Storm, BJ James, Kip James, Lance Hoyt, Jimmy Rave, Chris Harris, Chris Avon, Alex Shelley, Kaz, Petey Williams, Junior Fontu, Rikishi, Haruka, Shark Boy, and Sanjay Dutt. And the right was something where, I guess, I was really confused on the rules. So whoever wins the last 2, whoever wins after the first draw in the tournament or something like that was kind of weird. But anyway, forget about the reason for the match. The match was It's just a filler for all these guys that weren't in Bound for Glory. Uh, I would rather have, because there was a, because Jay Lethal, Christian Daniels, they battled for the X division, but I would rather, and then they had a tag team Ultimate X. This match, I'd rather have they had like a 10-man or 5-man elimination match for the X Division Championship. With Chris Harris and Chris Sabin and Alex Shelley and Sonny Dutt. The match was a 2.5 out of 5 stars. It wasn't that slow, and it was pretty entertaining. But there were some funny moments, but I give it 2 out of 5. Eric Young winning that. I like Eric Young. I felt like either Bobby Roode or Chris Sabin or Petey Williams should have won that. I'd rather have them win that for this kind of card for this pay per view. Okay, then you had AJ Styles versus Atomico versus Team Pac-Man and Team Pac-Man, Ron Killings and Adam Jones. But due to that time, Adam Jones, I think he was in the Tennessee Titans, right? I was just so stupid. I don't know why he became TNA. It was so ridiculous. And due to his contract being NFL, he can't wrestle, so he had Constance Creed wrestle for him. I give the match. I thought AJ really did a performance in this match. Ron Killings did pretty good too. I give the match a 3 out of 5 stars. I'll give it. Okay, maybe 4 because AJ really busted his ass for the match. I was happy AJ won the tag titles at Atomico. Either 3 or 4 stars. It was okay. Okay, then you have Jay Lethal versus Christopher Daniels. It was slow in the beginning, but it picked up towards the middle. The match was about 10 minutes. First couple minutes was slow, but Christopher Daniels first brought it, and Jay Lethal was kind of lagging. But Jay Lethal picked it up, has a great high spot, some great moves. These guys are great wrestlers. I love these wrestlers. They're my 2 favorite wrestlers in the X Division this time. First is AJ, and these other 2 my second, third. I give this match 4 stars out of 5. 4 out of 5. Steiner Brothers versus Team 3D. If you guys don't know, I'm a big Dudley Boy Team 3D. Mark, they're my favorite tag team. Dudley Boys Team 3D. I don't care about the Steiners. I really don't like Scott Steiner. But I thought this match was kind of better than I expected. I'll believe it or not. I think they did wrestle on Slammiversary that year too. Anyways, it was kind of slow, them, in the beginning. Then they were like wrestling outside, the ring to the crowd. The match was 2.5 stars out of 5. It really picked up when I don't like how who I totally forgot who interfered in that match again at the end. Was it Chris Sabin or I don't know who interfered? I totally forgot. So someone interfered. I totally forgot. Anyways, Scott Steiner and Frankensteiner from the top. The tag team, 2 out of 3 tables match. The match 2.5 stars out of 5. So I wish Douglas Boyce won that, but it doesn't really matter. It wasn't for the tag team title. So, and then you have the Gauntlet for the Gold match. 3.5 stars out of 5. Gail Kim, she's only besides Awesome Kong, she's to me the only credible wrestler in the match. The match is okay. First TNA Women's Knockout Champion. Samoa Joe versus Christopher Daniels. No, excuse me. Samoa Joe versus Christian Cage next match. This might have been the match of the match of the night, in my opinion. That was a great match. I give it a 4.5 out of 5. 4.5 stars out of 5. Samoa Joe and Christian Cage had a great 15-minute match. Really great. And Samoa Joe, he submitted him, right? He submitted him. Or pinned him. I totally forgot. I think he submitted him, right? And Samoa Joe won. And it was a great match. Biz vs. Raven, Rhino, Black Ray. This match is actually better than I thought it was going to be. Kind of slow in the beginning, but Abyss. But I thought Raven really wrestled pretty well. So the Rhino and Abyss, but Raven, I thought he wrestled really well. And for some reason, I'm becoming like a Raven fan watching his old stuff. I don't know why. Raven was really good. Raven's a really good wrestler. You know, at the end with the whole glass, everything. You know, Abyss did a sidewalk slam, whatever that move, his finishing move on that crystals, whatever. I think hurt like that thing looked like hurt like a motherfucker. Anyway, so that match was. I give Samoa Joe Chris Grace 4.5 out of 5. And then Abyss, I give that 3 out of 5. But, you know, the Monsters Ball match. Sting versus Kurt Angle, you know, this match was just a dream match. This match is at best at 3 out of 5 or 2.5 out of 5. It was not as good as it's not going to be. It's not because Kurt Angle and Kevin Nash interfered. I thought Kurt Angle tried his best to really put on a great match. Okay? I thought Kurt Angle brought his A game. Sting is totally out at this point, was totally out of shape. And he was like, you know, this isn't 2007, and I'm trying to see Sting. Sting was born in 1959, so he was 48 years old. Wrestling, and it looks like he's totally not in the best ring shape as he was maybe 5 years before. Again, it was kind of slow in the beginning, but you know, Sting kind of built momentum towards the middle. But Kurt Angle was the MVP of the match, 3 out of 5 stars. It's not as good as you thought it was going to be. That flip from the top rope Kurt Angle did was amazing. That flip from the top rope with the knee to Sting's to the stomach, that was amazing. Top rope maneuver, but you know the match. I'm not. So 18 minutes. I'm not sure if they should have done a longer match, but it wasn't as great as I thought it was going to be. And this match was kind of relevant because Sting won. Kurt Angle won the next Tuesday or Thursday. I'm not sure whether Impact was on Tuesday, Thursday at that time. But Kurt Angle won the title back in less than a week on Impact. So this match is kind of irrelevant. But they do want Sting versus Kurt Angle. It's probably the biggest TNA main event match ever had on paper. The two biggest stars ever in history. And it's the biggest match on paper. It's the biggest match on paper TNA's ever had for the main event. That's regarded as legends of the sport they ever had in their history of the company. But it was not. It was good as I thought it was going to be. Give it 2.5 out of 5. Bound for the Glory 2007. I'm gonna do a out of 5 stars and a 10 out of 10 rate. The show itself was probably from a 6.5 to a 7 out of 10. You would think would be better, but the matches could deliver more. Connect vs. Sting, 2.5 to 3 out of 5 stars. 7 out of 10. I thought Bound for Glory 2006 is better than Bound for Glory 2007. Okay? Now I'm looking at Bound for Glory 2006. 3,600 people, only 400 people less. I thought Sting versus Jeff Jarrett was a better match. Christian Cage versus Ryan was a better match 2006. The Monster Balls match with Samoa Joe winning was a better match. The 6 Sides of Steel match for the tag team titles, Latin American Exchange versus AJ Styles and Chris Daniels is a way better match. And Bound for Glory 2006 is better than Bound for Glory 2007 in my opinion. Bound for Glory 2007 was from a 6.5 to a 7 out of 10. You did 7 at best. I kind of see it go past at like 8 out of 10 or whatnot. this was probably, you know, TNA to me started really dying around early 2009. The main event Mafia towards the middle of the main event Mafia storyline was the starting demise of TNA. So yeah, Mafia 2007. Just want to do a quick video on it. Might do some more reviews and other events of DVDs I watch. So yeah, you guys take care. I'm happy AJ Styles won in the tag titles in this event. Sting winning the TNA title, you know, second year in a row. First year was against Jeff Jarrett 06, this year 07, and that year 07, excuse me, that year 07. In 2008, he beat Samoa Joe, which is stupid. And I like Sting WCW, but him winning the TNA titles at 3 Bound for Glories in a row, they did nothing for the company. You know, yeah. But I'm glad that, you know, he lost to AJ Styles at Bound for Glory 2009, which I was there, by the way. You right, I was there. I'll probably do a video review for that as well. Alright, guys, you guys take care. You know, TNA from 2002 to 2009 was amazing. Now I'm just shocked how TNA is still business. So, yeah, you guys take care.